Today Baba is asking the children who are, who some of them are stable, some of them are a little full of worry and sorrow, and Baba is speaking the Murli in that context. Now I remember, I find this Murli very relevant because there was this incident where there's this couple who belonged to Baba for many years, and they were doing really good seva, and together these yugal, they were doing very good seva, Baba's seva, and they belonged to Baba completely, fully on Srimad. And then the brother, the husband in the yugal, he died. So when he died, because they were well known, and they were also well known to their social circles, where in the society they were well known as BKs. So everybody started telling the sister, the Mata, that go and ask your Baba why did he die. He was such a good sevadhari, and he was always there for Baba's seva, and he was fully on Srimad. Then why did he die? So you see that. And then that Mata said that although I understand everything, sometimes I feel like why did he die? So you see that although we listen to Gyan and everything, but still these 63 births of sanskars, they keep coming up. And I remember when she was sharing that with me, I also felt a little emotional at that time. And sometimes you detect that you still have old sanskars in you only when these situations come up, because otherwise you always feel like I'm very knowledgeable or I'm doing well, but when such situations come up, they test you, and you know that maybe you're not as knowledgeable as you think you are. And in that situation, maybe sometimes you have a little, I won't say a question mark, but at least, a little wave of sorrow that, if this didn't happen, it would have been good, or something like that. But then you see, just think about when Mama left the body. So I'm talking about just a yugal who were in Gyan, but just think about Mama leaving the body, and every child was so received palna from Mama, and every child had such deep love for Mama. And then Mama left suddenly, and then everybody had this, this wave of sorrow and this question, why did Mama leave, or why did this happen? And this is why this Murli is very important. And Baba, and I was just thinking today that, what is Gyan all about? So, Gyan is all about knowing that you are a soul, and you have one Baba and none other. Yes, you have one Baba and none other. And there is just one Baba and none other. And I remember when I did the course, when I undertook the course, at that time there was this very beautiful example that was given, that when you are traveling in a train compartment, you're traveling by train, then there are many people around you, and you talk to them, you become very familiar with them, you start sharing your stories with them, so you have a good time with them. But then who are they? They are not those who belong to you. You are not those who belong to them. You are just co-travelers. And then when their time comes, they will get down from the train. Or when your time comes, you will also get down from the train. Will you seek permission when your station comes? You won't seek permission. And so this is how, we, everybody who is with us, everybody, whether it is the Lokik family, whether it is the Alokik family, so those who are the ones we connect to when we are in Gyan. So, we have an Alokik connection, you and I, and we have Lokik families also. But who are we to each other? We are all co-travelers, and the job of a co-traveler is to facilitate the journey, right? So make the journey easier, happier, just give the cooperation that's needed on the journey. So have you seen that when there is a travel and there's a journey, and in that journey somebody falls ill, then there's a doctor and he's called upon and he takes care of the one who has fallen sick, but that's that. So, but ultimately you have to depart, you have to leave in your station, you have to leave when your time comes. So Baba says this is how this drama is designed, that everybody is just a co-passenger, co-traveler, and we have all relationships with just one Baba, and Baba is our only permanent companion. Nobody is a permanent companion. But when we are on this journey, we create this illusion that this one is my companion, this is my friend, this is my Alokik family, I cannot live without this one, or I cannot live without that one. And that is something that Baba calls being caught up in name and form. Naam roop mein phasna. So Baba says, when you start attaching yourself to a co-traveler on this journey, that's called the sin of being attached to name and form. And the truth is that when it's time for that soul's part to change, then it will change. So we have to work a lot on this belief system that we are carrying inside, that these souls are ours and we have a relationship, and we are made for each other and we will be there for each other all the time. So these illusions have to go. And Baba says that not being in knowledgeful state is a sin. So, if you're not in knowledgeful state, then that's a sin. And sin makes you suffer. So, whenever you do something that's not good karma, it will make you suffer. So, if you keep harboring these ideas inside you that this one is mine and that one is mine, and this one is my relative and that one is my friend, and this one is going to be with me for lifetime, then that's the sin you are performing of not imbibing knowledge. And then we will suffer because of that. And this is why one Baba and none other is my only companion, and everybody else is just a co-passenger. They will leave when it's time for them to leave. This is something we have to understand and imbibe properly. And just look at everybody, however nice they are to you, however much they are giving you Baba's sustenance also, but they are just instruments to give that, right? So just look at everybody as, with gratitude that yes, they are doing their part, they are supporting me on the journey, but never get attached, never get stuck in name and form, because they are all going to leave when their time comes, and the truth is we will also leave when our time comes. So you don't get caught up in anybody's name and form, and make sure nobody gets caught up in your name and form. So do you like it when somebody says, I cannot live without you? Do you like it when somebody says, I cannot live without you? So if you like it, then you are also participating in creating that sin. So you have to understand that you don't get caught up in anybody's name and form, and don't encourage anybody to get caught up in your name and form. Whenever somebody says you're very good, just tell them, that you must see the creator, not the creation. And when somebody says that, you have this speciality and I can't live without you, then you have to tell them that this speciality comes from Baba. And this speciality, I am an instrument with this speciality for some time, but Baba is the source. So you must take benefit from the instrument, but always remember the source. So this is something that we have to keep in awareness while we go about. And then there is this whole thing also, so there's this thing about death. So we have always thought that birth is a good thing and death is a bad thing. Birth is a good thing and death is a bad thing. So do you think like that? Of course you do, right? So death is bad and birth is good. But do you understand that nobody is born until they die? So you see that when one family celebrates somebody's birth, side by side there's one family that's celebrating the same soul's death, right? That costume change. So if you look at it from a bigger perspective, what is joy for one is sorrow for another. So can a soul take birth in one body without leaving the previous body? That's not happening. So everybody is, this is such a limited way of thinking. So you think that, nobody should leave from here, but people should get born in other places, but that's not happening. So somebody has to leave from somewhere to be born somewhere. So Baba says that, and if somebody is giving you happiness, then you don't want to lose them. But if they don't leave the body, how do they give happiness to others? And Baba says today that Mama left the body and Mama gave so much happiness to we children. So Baba says, let her go and spread the happiness somewhere else also. So, and death is not a bad thing in a body conscious world. So, this body conscious world is where we make a distinction that fame and defamation are opposites, or success and failure are opposites, and birth and death are opposites, yes, or insult and praise are opposites, or attainment and loss are opposites. But in a soul conscious world, you know that they are two sides of the same coin. Can somebody succeed without another person failing? So no, that's not happening. So success for one is failure for the other, and that's okay. or so then again, according to the law of balance in the universe, it will be balanced out by the opposite tomorrow. So today one person succeeds, tomorrow another person succeeds, and then the balance is maintained. So Baba says that all of this, this is just an illusion. Birth and death are two sides of the same coin. When somebody leaves a body in one place, they take another body in another place. And so we must think about these things very well. And don't celebrate don't celebrate when there is success, because what you term as success today is going to change tomorrow. Don't be affected by what people call failure, because that is temporary, and don't get affected by what people call success, because that is also temporary. And these are just scenes of the drama. Don't be affected by birth or death. They are just scenes in the drama. So Baba says this is why when you are knowledgeful, you hold these things in your awareness and you are able to maintain stability. So do you think about the immortality of the soul, and do you think about yourself as existing before this body and after this body, and have you overcome or won over the idea of death when it comes to you? Have you become that soul conscious that you know that when I leave the body, I'll go and take another body, and because I'm doing Purusharth, I take a better body. So this is something that we must understand. And when you have overcome this idea of death with regard to yourself, then you will not have these thoughts that this one died and that one died, and that's a bad thing. So because we perceive as we are. So this is why Baba today points out one very important law in the Murli, and the law is, you feel this sense of loss or you feel this sense of sorrow because your stage is not mature. So when your stage is mature, when you have imbibed knowledge, then you don't take these scenes of the drama seriously, and you don't interpret them as birth and death, and you don't feel sorrow and pain in these scenes, because that's the sign of a soul who has good stability. And then Baba today also says that this whole drama is beneficial. Every scene of the drama is beneficial. And Baba gives a very, very heart-touching explanation that, when Mama left this body, she went to a place where her service was required. And Baba says that you don't know the secrets of the drama, and Mama didn't belong to you, Mama belongs to Baba, and Baba needs her services somewhere else, so he sent her. And Mama is more than happy to be serviceable to Baba. So are you that surrendered to Baba, that wherever we are required, we will be sent for seva? And Baba says this is the explanation, that drama is always beneficial. And when drama is beneficial, those souls who have had an account of good karma, they will always be in a place where their services are required. And I will tell you one personal experience of this drama being beneficial. So that in the year 2020, I was with a government job, and in the year 2020, in February, there were some triggers also, and then I had this deep, this deep feeling and this deep knowing that I don't want to, I don't have to continue with the job anymore. And there was this deep calling that I must devote all my time to seva. And I went and resigned. And when I resigned, my resignation was accepted in March. And in that same March 2020, there was the lockdown. And then, there was a full 1 month where everybody who called me told me that you resigned at the most inappropriate time in the whole scheme of things, because only government servants have salary right now. And now, nobody is coming to the center, or there will be so much requirement for seva, and how will you manage that? And how could you people say that you have Baba's touchings, and how could you choose such a bad time to resign? And now there is no seva coming, and then there is no money also coming from the salary. So how will you manage, because the rent was very high? And at that time, everybody said that probably God is not working and you've made a very bad decision, and now and you don't know how long this whole scene is going to last. But I had this deep faith that I'm Baba's child and drama is always beneficial for me. Whereas I'm literally telling you that there was this thing from all corners and everybody was saying that you did the wrong thing. And I felt like, no, I wanted to, if Baba has given me this indication, then it's all for good. And then we started doing tapasya. And slowly, gradually, we came to know the secret of the drama, that this online seva had to happen. And I know for sure that if I had been in job, I could never have done this online seva, because they require you to be present all the time. So even if you're not going physically to the office, you have to be on the phone, you have to be available. So you cannot take breaks of 1 hour and conduct classes. That wouldn't have happened. And I could fully, totally devote time and my buddhi to Baba's seva. And then I realized the secret of the drama. But it took a good 3 months, 4 months to realize that. But what kept us going in that 3-4 months? It was faith in the drama. Faith that drama is beneficial and I'm Baba's child and drama is rigged in my favor. So Baba says that sometimes, you don't have the capacity to see what's hidden in the drama. But you must have faith in Baba and faith in drama. Faith in Baba that Baba is with me, and faith in the drama that drama is beneficial for me. And when you have that faith, then that faith, on the basis of that faith, you keep doing everything on Baba's Shrimat. And then slowly, gradually, the drama also reveals it to you. And you see that now we see that Mama became Avyakt, Baba became Avyakt, and Mama of course took birth, but Baba, because Baba became Avyakt, So much of seva happened, and there are Avyakt Murlis wherein these secrets have been told to us, that now that Brahma Baba is not in the body, and now that Brahma Baba is not limited by the body, so that's why angel Brahma Baba is doing the seva, because of which the seva has grown multifold. So, so much of seva happened after Baba left. Baba became Avyakt. And do you understand that all the children who came after Baba became Avyakt, they are also the children born from the seed of Baba's thoughts, because Baba is doing this subtle seva through which we are receiving this inspiration and touching, and that's why so many children are coming to Baba's home. Who is sending children to Baba's home? The television? No. Brahma Baba. So Avyakt Brahma Baba is doing his, showering his love and giving that inspiration, which is making children reach Baba's home. And this is why, we must understand that even if we can't see what's the benefit in the drama at some point of time, we must have faith that drama is beneficial. And in case of Mama leaving the body also, Baba says that Mama is required for seva somewhere else, so she is leaving the body. And then there is another thing that Baba says, that when there is a scene where there is physical ailment or some problem with the finance or the health or relationships, then there is this idea that when we come to Baba and we are doing Amrit Vela and we are listening to Murli and we are sending sending seva to Baba, then nothing should happen to us. Yes, so a Brahmin will never fall ill, a Brahmin will never have disease, a Brahmin will never have financial loss. So that's not how it works, because Baba says you have the knowledge that you have karmic settlement, karm bhog. So 63 births of karmic accounts, the negative type we have created, and Baba says that karm bhog is there, right? Now, what is beneficial about karm bhog? So when Baba says that the drama is always beneficial, drama is kalyankari, and we have a karm bhog, we have a karmic settlement. So let's say the body is going through a lot of pain and lot of ailment, and then there's a lot of thing going on with the finance. So how do you look at it? It is kalyankari drama. So Baba gives a very good example in other Murlis, that when a loan is being paid off, you are happy that this loan will finish. So that's the kalyankari aspect of karm bhog. So when there is a karm bhog, you know that okay, this has come and then it will finish. And when you are in a very knowledgeful and stable and cheerful state, then you finish it faster. And the thing is, whatever has to come has to come. It is predestined. And predestined by who? Predestined by our own karma. So we have done the karma in the past, which is which is bringing this on to us, and that has to happen. But the happiness in that scene is that this karmic account is getting settled, and the more you settle it, the lesser debts you have remaining. So this is why when you are in awareness, you settle the karmic accounts happily. You don't question why is this happening. Baba says, children ask me, why am I having this pain or ailment or problem? Then Baba says, that's your karma bhog. That's why you're happening. That's why that's happening. Don't you know it? I gave you the gyan for it. So Baba says very clearly that don't forget that today you belong to Baba, fine. But what is our whole journey? Our whole journey includes 63 births of Vikarma. But the thing is, if now I have Baba. So have you heard that story where problem asks a person, should I come today or should I come tomorrow? Yes, the problem knocks and it asks the person, should I come today or should I come tomorrow? Then what does the person say? Tomorrow. The person says, come today. I don't know whether I'll be in this good state tomorrow. So I am in a very good state today. Come today, I will deal with you. And this is why Baba says that all your karma bhog is coming at a very good time, because now you have Baba and you can settle anything and everything right now. Yes, so when the bank is favoring you, then all the loans should come and you should settle it. So this is why we have Baba now, and karma bhog is a reality, it has to come. So what better time for it to come than today? And I always feel, and this is my very personal experience with Baba in this journey, that it is beautiful that your karma bhog comes at a time where you have the strength and the resources to settle it. And I remember, there was this one thing I had with my hand where there was this one little accident that happened. And in that time, there was a whole team from Madhuban which was there in the center. And I can never think that I spend a whole month without doing sthul seva. So, without doing seva with water or something. But when I had that thing, that little accident, then I couldn't do any seva for 1 month. But in that time, there was a whole team from Madhuban and they were taking care of all the seva, so I could rest for 1 month. And I had to do just, seva of Gyan, but I didn't have to do any physical seva. And it was such a big stroke of drama, because otherwise I could never think that 1 month not doing anything and having the resources to settle that karma. But Baba says that, when you are my child, you will settle karma, that is for sure, but you will have the strength and the resources to settle it. So never crib about, and just think about the huge treasure house of Gyan and the huge treasure house of powers and huge treasure house of experience and the support that Baba is giving us whenever there is any karmic settlement, and how you pass that karmic settlement like nothing happened. So I always tell everybody that karmic settlement coming is not a very big deal, but you having the strength and resources to deal with it is a very big deal, and that's what you should always thank Baba for. Because do you understand, these days people are going through a lot of karmic settlements, because this is the time of karmic settlement, so obviously everybody is going through it, but then they don't even understand why things are happening, or they don't know what to do in that situation. But we are not those children. We have everything with us, the knowledge, the Shakti, the support, the strength, and we have Baba, we have a Nimit, we have everything, that enables us to settle a karmic account. So this is why Baba says that it is a very big blessing that you are who you are, and just be thankful for that. And then Baba today also says one very important thing. So what if you don't like a scene? Can you do anything about it? So Baba says, I make you understand so much, but even if you don't understand it, what choice do you have? It is what it is. Yes. So when you don't have a choice, you don't show so much of nakra. Yes. So Baba says, whatever is, it is what it is. So then you have to accept that it is what it is, and whatever it is, you have to deal with it. So whether you like it or not like it, it doesn't change. So Baba says you better like it, and you better use knowledge to come to a place to liking it. So then Baba finally says that you have to like it because you have no other choice. It is what it is, and the world is not running according to how you like it. Okay, Om Shanti.